Greetings, YouTube! The Doctor is in! Dr. Urias Papers here, coming at you with another commentary on Dungeons & Dragons. And today on the Doctor Spell Prognosis, we are going over the spell Flamestrike. This used to be one of my favorite spells in, like, Advanced Dungeons & Dragons. Yes, I have been playing this game since Advanced Dungeons & actually before with the basic set. I've been playing for a long time. One of my favorite spells with the Advanced Dungeons & Dragons and 2nd edition and 3rd edition and 5th edition has ruined it. Absolutely ruined it. We're giving it a D. But first, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you like this video. Hit the like button. If you have any questions or comments, please leave a question or comment. And don't forget to hit that notification bell. All right, so yes, we're giving this one a big fat D. I just want everybody to remember one thing. You have to choose to take this spell and include it in your repertoire, and you are limited by the number of spells per day that you can have in your repertoire, and then you are limited by the number of times you can cast those spells at each level. So, if you take this spell, then you are choosing to take this spell over another spell, and you are choosing to use a spell slot to cast this spell, which could be used to cast another 5th level spell. Just want to put that out there. So, Flamestrike is a 5th level spell. It takes 1 action. It has a range of 60 feet. It is a cylinder that is 40 foot high and a 10-foot radius. So, essentially the same, not the same as a fireball. It is not the same as a fireball. It is verbal, somatic, and material. It's a dex save. So, a vertical column of divine fire roars down from the heavens in a location you specify. Each creature in a 10-foot radius 40-foot high center and a point you within range must make a dex saving throw. Creature takes 46 fire and 4d6 radiant on a failed save and half as much on a successful one. And you can upcast this when you cast this spell using a spell slot of 6th level or higher, the fire damage and the radiant damage, your choice, increases by 1d6. That's it, just 1d6. So if you cast this as a 6th level spell, you could say, I'm going to have it do 4d6 fire and 5d6 radiant. It's not a d6 on each one of them. It's your choice. Fire or radiant damage, not fire and radiant damage. So I don't understand why they made this spell the way that it is. So let's compare this to a 3rd level spell. And by the way, this is usable by clerics, light domain clerics, war domain clerics, Circle of Wildfire Druids, Oath of Devotion Paladins, Oath of Glory Paladins. Don't know why as a paladin you would be taking this spell and casting it at 17th level, because that's when you get 5th level spells. The Fiend, the Celestial, and the Genie Warlocks. Again, as a Warlock, you have access to arcane spells. So the Fiend and the Genie get Fireball, which is better than this spell, by the way. It does just as much damage. Now, the only difference between these is, well, they're both dex saves. This one has a larger range and more of an area of effect. This one does fire and radiant. This one only does fire. But it's going to do, a 5th level fireball is going to do more damage than this. And 90% of the time, you're going to be going up against things that are susceptible to fire. Just saying. And not susceptible or vulnerable to radiant damage. So this is very niche. Fireball is a much better spell. As a cleric or a light domain cleric, guess what? You also get Fireball as a light domain cleric. So why aren't you taking it? And then for clerics, why are you not? Cleric and war domain cleric get Spirit Guardians. Why not cast a 5th level Spirit Guardians? It's going to be there for 10 minutes. It's around you. It's going to do 5d8 damage every single round. Every single round. So why not? Or there are other spells. We've already gone over this one. Dawn is an awesome spell that is usable by clerics. This was generally a cleric spell in the back in the day. Dawn is another 5th level spell, which is on for a minute. This one is one and done. Instantaneous. Dawn is on for a minute. It does 4d10 radiant damage. So if you're taking something to do radiant damage, this is the one to get at 5th level. This one does have a material component, but it doesn't go away. And you can move this one as a bonus action on each of your turns. So why would you choose Flamestrike when you could choose Dawn? Don't get me started on the Paladins. The Paladins, at the level they're at, should be attacking with their weapon. They shouldn't be casting this spell. So, not a big fan of this spell. I'm giving it a big fat D. I would really never choose this spell over a bunch of other different spells. And I would never, if I had to choose it, I wouldn't waste a slot on it, because there are other things I can upcast that do just as much damage. All right, that's what I got for everybody today. I appreciate everybody tuning in, and I will catch everybody later.